So this has been the most hazardous day of travel I think we've ever had. Holy smokes, you guys. We had a semi-truck just go by us, and I saw the tire wobbling on the back of the trailer, the passenger side back tire. And I said, man, it looks like that tire's about to come off. All of a sudden, the tire came off, and that thing went across the interstate out here in front of Craig and Carroll. They were able to avoid it, and it was rolling down the side, and thank God it did not come back on the interstate and didn't hit anybody. So we called up on our walkie-talkies to Craig and Carroll and said, hey, those wheels are bolted on with the same nuts. Dually wheels are held on with the same nuts. Any RVers with dualies know that. And I said, that other tire is going to be coming off soon. And so they were able to back off. And sure enough, that wheel came off and went to the other side of them and ran off and hit a truck on the side of the road at a truck stop. And thank God with a capital G that nobody was hurt. The tires came to rest on the side of the road without any injuries. We have just crossed into Texas after that pretty scary incident of the tires coming off of that semi-trailer. And so we're gonna stop, we're gonna walk the dog and, you know, shake our legs out a little bit. We're gonna take this opportunity as a sort of a reminder to check our own lug nuts. Typically, maybe 100 miles or so into a trip, plus or minus, you know, 50 miles or so, I like to check my trailer lug nuts especially. Yeah, I think they're all right, but they are snugging a little bit. That's good. Thank you. So all the lug nuts were good. Did get a little bit snugness on each of them, but I think they're good. How's the sun feel?
Amazing.
This Texas sun feels good.
It's fun.
You warming up?
Waiting.
And we're ready to hit the road. Welcome to Texas.
Woohoo!
Next stop, Buc-ees. Look at all these gas pumps. That is crazy. 4 different islands. That's got to be over 50 gas pumps. Whoa! Oh, right between us. Buc-ees.
This one's only $2.28.
$2.28?
All right, so I think most full-time RVers know about this little place called Buc-ees. You can't drive through Texas without stopping at Buc-ees. So pan around. You gotta pan it around.
Go up high. Look at that. It's crazy. It's a gas station.
Yeah, gas station, I don't know. But you can see they have lunch, brisket, sausage, turkey, pulled pork, donuts, Dippin' Dots, anything you could want, they have. This is not your average gas station. Everything is bigger in Texas.
That's right. So their website says they have the cleanest bathrooms in America, and I wouldn't disagree with that. They're fantastic. Woo! fresh made chips. Lovely. Look at those sandwiches. Awesome. Golly. Is that brisket? Chopped brisket? Thank you. Buc-ee nuggets. You have to try the Buc-ee nuggets. Look at all the Buc-ee nuggets. They got the regular ones, they got bold and spicy, they got salted caramel. Awesome. Buc-ee nuggets. Can't tell you what they are. I don't know what they are, but they're good. Fresh biscuit on the board. Got Buc-ee's ice cream bars even. Buc-ee's cups. Buc-ee crazy. Oh, we got Buc-ee's coffee too. Look at that. They got Buc-ee's everything. Buc-ee chapstick. You needed a hand sanitizer, right, hon? They even got a game carrier. The rest of the country calls that a cooler carrier. Deer corn and wood racks and smokers. So our friend Craig said it pretty well. He said it's a little overwhelming, and you can't really think of another store like it. Nothing comes to my mind anyway. I mean, they got everything from hunting blinds to knickknacks, and they also have 12, right around 50 gas pumps probably. It's crazy. Gotta stop at Buc-ee's if you're coming through Texas. Google it, find one and stop. You don't really have to do that though, because we saw signs in Arkansas, right?
177 miles away. That's the first sign.
That's crazy. When they advertise something 177 miles away, it's got to be good. And Buc-ee's lives up to the hype, so check it out. This is what the sliced brisket sandwich looks like. Look at that big hunk of brisket on there. This is awesome.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type.
Oh, they also have plenty of RV parking. As you can see, there's an RV hauler there, and there's Class A, and of course our camper, and then Craig and Carol's camper, and there's still plenty of room out here for more. Before we went into Buc-ee's, I checked the tire pressure, and our trailer tires and our truck tires were a little high. But the pressure is supposed to be set when they're cold. So we went into Buc-ee's probably for an hour, maybe more than that. Came out, tires are much cooler now. Checking the pressures again. All but one of the truck tires was right back where it needed to be. I just let a couple pounds out of my front driver's side tire. But the camper tires that I've checked so far on this driver's side are about 5 pounds over where I'd like them to be, and they're cooled off. So I'm going to go ahead and take 5 pounds out. I set the tire pressure in these when we were in 15-20 degrees up in Michigan, and now it's in the mid to high 60s, and we're only going to get warmer as we go to Arizona. So think about that. If you're going from cold to hot, check. Your tires may be getting overinflated. Of course, that can cause all kinds of problems. Uneven tire wear, tires kind of exploding or whatever, coming apart. So we're trying to avoid a blowout, and we're going to drop the pressure a little bit in them, and then we'll check them again as we get warmer. Just something to think about. That's right where we want them, 50 psi. Just a little under, that's fine, because we're going to warm up more as we go. Okay, all done at Buc-ee's. Got the tire air pressures right where we want them. We're about to head on through Dallas. We're on the east side of Dallas right now, about 30 miles out, I think. We're going to go another 90 miles or so total, and that way we can start up on the other side of Dallas tomorrow. So looking at probably boondocking at a Walmart tonight. Let's hit the road. Bye, Buc-ees.
Okay, heads up. Brake lights, all brake lights, all brake lights, all brake lights!
Good.
James.
We're good. Good. All right. So this has been the most hazardous day of travel I think we've ever had. You saw earlier, or heard earlier about that there was a semi truck had two tires come off the back with the rims and all. One went to one side of us, one went to the other. Thank God he gave us protection from that. Then we just came through Dallas back here, and everybody had locked up their brakes when we come up over a hill, and we had a really good following distance in front of us that we were trying to maintain with people trying to cut us off and all. If you drive RVs, you know how that happens. Again, thank God that we had that following distance, because we had to lock up the brakes coming over that hill.
Yeah.
We thought we were gonna have a heart attack. The tires are screeching, and if you know about old trucks, they don't necessarily have the anti-lock brakes, or they don't work like the new ones. So we had to work the brake pedal and all, and downshift it. It's automatic, but we had to downshift it and get it down and get it stopped, and we stopped. I think those people thought we were coming through their back window. But again, thank God we avoided that. But I think what happened during that episode was that we got some damage to one of the tires, or something separate, but we got a shredded tire. That tire on the other side is shredded right now. It's no good. Can't drive any further on that rim, or I'll damage the rim, and I need that rim. So we are beside the super busy interstate. Interstate 30 turns into 20. So we got to decide what we're going to do here. Kimberly's trying to see if she can find like a roadside assistance or something like that. We don't necessarily want to tow the truck, because we don't want to leave the RV sitting out here with all this traffic. I'm hoping traffic will slow down a little bit. My plan right now is keep them down here away from that traffic and hopefully safe. And then my plan is to go up there, unhook the trailer from the truck, pull the truck forward and off farther to where I can actually go ahead and change that tire. I'm just hoping that will work, and that we'll stay safe. So it's extremely dangerous on the side of the road, but we got to do something. Okay, got it unhooked. Got to unplug the power, means I got no flashers. Move the truck, try and get this tire changed much farther off the road, hopefully. Okay, we got the truck unhooked, we got it jacked up. I got only one lug nut left to take off, but Kimberly was able to get the police on the way, so we're gonna wait for them to get here with their lights, and I'll finish changing the tire, and we'll get out of here and get up to Boondock and rest for the night. Somebody with some flashing lights is backing up along here. Not sure who it is, but hopefully it'll help. So, Fort Worth?
Yes,
Fort Worth PD to the rescue. Made it a whole lot safer. Got 2 police cars back there. Appreciate our police officers and firefighters, EMS, everybody. These guys tonight, we really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Safe travels.
Yes, sir. You too.
Thank you.
Okay. I can't remember what the last point we were talking about. Oh, I think it was when we were on the interstate with the police officers. Well, we made it to a Walmart that was right at the next exit that they told us about. But of course, the tire shop closed at 6 on Sunday. We got here at 7. And so we were not able to get a tire. And normally you'd say, well, let's stay in the parking lot, and when they open at 7, we'll go. Well, while we were sitting here trying to find some place to get a tire, I had a couple individuals come walking across the parking lot to me, walking straight at me, nothing else out there. I don't know what they wanted. They didn't look healthy, I'll just say that. And I had to tell them keep walking before they got up to me. I can't afford that risk, so I told them keep walking, and they did choose to keep walking. So I'm glad about that. But we talked to the security officer that was rolling around here, and there's police cameras back here. I don't know if you can see the blue light flashing right there. There's like 3 like police security cameras out here. That indicates that it's probably not a good place to stay. And the security officer said they used to keep this place open 24 hours, this Walmart, but because of problems with drugs and stuff like that, they had to close it at midnight. And I said, well, at least you'll be patrolling, right? He goes, nope, I leave at midnight. So they kind of just shut it down at midnight, and everybody gets out. So we're gonna get out too. We got a little bit of a low tire here. That's the spare we just put on, but he told us where we get some air, so we're gonna get some air. And he told us a back way to get on up the road, so we're gonna try and limp this other tire up the road and get some where Craig and Carol are at, next town up. It's about 35 miles away. We're gonna go a back way, take it slow, take it easy, and hopefully we can get up there to that Walmart, which is a much better spot, and get a couple of tires in the morning, and then we will be good to go. Battery low warning. Whew, what a day. Thank God for his protection so far, and we're counting on it for at least another hour. So here we go. Right. Okay. Well, we made it to a much safer looking Walmart. Indication is there's a whole lot of other RVs here.
Yeah.
I don't see any police light camera things where there were 3 at the other place.
They don't have the security officer driving around.
Only until midnight. But so we made it, and Carol and Craig were here waiting on us, gave us a big welcome. That was super awesome. It was kind of like coming home. It was a good motivating thing to know that we had friends waiting for us. So and I gotta say, we'll close this out here. Here's the tire. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so here's the tire. It's shredded, right? But we'll get new tires tomorrow, and we'll get back on the road, and that'll be fine. But our hearts were pretty well broken. We had to take the back roads and not use the interstate and come through Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
And there was several miles. Had to have been hundreds of people in part of the area of town we went through that were just sleeping on the street. It's cold tonight.
It's cold. Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to be in the 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got out of the truck. We got the heat turned on right away in the camper. It's cold, and there were hundreds of people just lined up down the street, side by side, on the sidewalk, just covered with blankets.
Under the overpasses.
Under the overpasses, on benches, in the grass, in parking lots. I mean, it had to have been in the hundreds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like right next to each other, stacked up. And I don't know why I don't know what to do. I don't know what you do about that, but it's just really heartbreaking. And no matter if you've got a brand new Class A or a little tent, maybe you're doing something like this in a tent or just a shack or whatever, I'm counting my blessings tonight. I know Autumn and Kimberly and we all saw it, and it was
heartbreaking.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's not unique to Fort Worth, because we saw lots of areas of Fort Worth that were beautiful too, and didn't have people sleeping in the street. I don't want to make it like Fort Worth is just
right. I think just normally we drive around it. We stay on the highway. We drive around it. We don't know, but this time we had to come face to face with it, and it made us pause for a minute and just be thankful. Be thankful,
and again, I don't know, what you do to help, but if I think of something, I'm gonna do it. You know. Anyway, you all have a good night. Count your blessings. We're counting our blessings tonight. We'll get up tomorrow morning. We'll go into Walmart and hopefully
get some tires.
Yeah, they'll have a couple tires for us, and we're gonna head back on the road and head
And
towards
that's
Arizona.
it. No more chaos. No more drama.
Nope, that's the last there'll be. So this concludes the most chaotic, sort of dangerous travel day we've ever had.
Yeah.
Quick,
True.
quick recap. 2 semi-trailer tires and rims.
Bouncing down the highway at us.
One goes to this side of us and one goes to that side. And our friends, we watched them split, you know, one this way and then a little while later one that way, going on each side of our friend's camper, and they could have bounced back out and hit us too. And then going through Dallas, we're coming up over a hill, and thank goodness again we had that long following distance. Try to keep that distance in front of us, because we come up over the hill and they were stopped, and that old truck doesn't have that anti-lock, and we had mashed brake and we were squealing tires, and it was, you know, it was scary. We really thought we were going to end up in the back of that car, and thank God we were able to stop. And then you saw alongside that interstate, it was so fast, so, you know, so close that, you know, I just kept knowing that, you know, Carol and Craig were here praying over us, and Kimberly and Autumn were praying over us, and you know, I just kept kind of holding on to that. And then the awesome police, a couple of Fort Worth police officers came out and helped us out and really slowed traffic down and made it a whole different situation. And then there was a fellow that pulled over, has his own sort of roadside company, and he saw us there having trouble. He came and he let me borrow his electric impact to put the tire back on, and it saved me probably an hour of having to sit out.
How
by
much
that
did
road.
one of those cost?
$500.
That might be worth it.
Right, that one was $500. It was in Milwaukee. It was a really nice one. He didn't have to do that. He didn't ask me for any money. I did give him a little something because I really appreciated him doing that. That between him and the police, and they showed up at the same time, and they didn't call him. He was just driving by, and it all just worked out really well. You all have a good night. If you enjoy these videos, hopefully we don't have any more like this one. This crazy, but if you like these videos, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, helps us out. Leave a comment, tell us about, you know, things that happened to you and maybe how you got out of it on the road, and, you know, share them. We appreciate you guys. Have a good night. We'll be back to it tomorrow morning.
Subscribe and please give this video a like. From Zachary.